I feel like I should have called this series Take 3 because it seems like I keep having to start 2 or 3 times to get myself set. And anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so grateful right now. I woke up this morning to find out that I had hit 50 subscribers for my YouTube channel. So whether you're watching this through YouTube or Twitter, Facebook, wherever you find me, I'm just so grateful for anyone that even spends a half a minute checking this out. And if you watch the whole video, even better, thank you. I'm just really thrilled right now. And more importantly, I am excited because tonight I'm actually doing the second interview in my What's Your Story series. And What's Your Story is all about artists and featuring mostly digital artists, people that I am familiar with or have encountered or interacted with on some level. The first two are going to be people that I've actually played D&D with, and I think they're great artists. So I'm trying to feature fantasy artists that are creating content or creating artwork that people like myself or others are using as their, art for their character or inspiration for their game or what have you, to maybe give them some exposure that they might not get otherwise, and to answer questions that maybe their fans might be curious about and maybe never think or bother or get around to asking. So I'm hoping that this series over time will become something that is a great way to get to know the fantastic artists out there in the gaming community. And I'm starting with maybe smaller, lesser known artists, people that I'm familiar with personally, and then maybe I'll branch out into some of the bigger names that people might recognize very quickly, and so we'll see where that goes. In the meantime, I'm just excited because I'm interviewing tonight Banjalurp, and she's just a wonderful gal. I got to play a couple D&D games with her, and she's absolutely hysterically funny. At least I found her to be, and her art is pretty phenomenal. So I'm going to record that tonight. I should have it out within the next few days. It shouldn't take me very long to get that set and posted into the channel, so keep your eyes peeled for that. If you want to check out the first one I did, that was for Art of Bartlett, which is Matthew Bartlett. His art is also amazing, and he's a really great guy. He actually joined our Magic game for a little while and had a fun character named Torm, so that was kind of cool. He's, again, an incredible artist, and you can check his video out as well on my channel. If I remember, I will link it in the information for this video. Fingers crossed. So, anyhow, I'm excited. Stay tuned for that. Back to D&D and the gaming stuff. Like, what's going on today? What's going on in my world? What should I discuss today? I was so excited, to be completely honest, and so grateful about hitting 50 subscribers. It really just set me thinking about like what I'm going to do and what I want to do over the next few months with this channel. So my intention is to get to a point where I'm like, the first step was one video a day, and I've done that. I'm doing DnDaily pretty much every day, or at least 5 days a week, maybe 6, whatever days a week. Plus, I'm putting out a video or 2 a week of gameplay and so forth. I'm also working on something fun, just totally fun and silly, which I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just going to tell you it's fun and funny and ridiculous, and I'm really having a good time making it, so I can't wait to release that. And in the meantime, I have a goal. I literally just was looking at my goals, and I set a goal that I want to start putting out 2 game videos every week. That's like the next push that I'm going to make. 2 game videos every week, so I have lots of editing to do. And that being said, I'm also going to make a push to get to a consistent schedule for those 2 game videos every week. So for now, I'm just going to do 2 a week and see where that goes. And then I want to get to the point where every Tuesday and every Friday, I'm putting out a game video. So stay tuned for all of that. Games. I've been playing Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, which is actually a game on you can play it on tablets. I think you can play it on your computer. I haven't tried that yet. I play it on my phone. I have a Samsung Note 5, an older phone, but it's a great little smartphone, and it works okay. I think it would be cooler if it was a bigger image, which is why it's more focused for tablet play, and maybe, again, I think you can play it on your computers, so I can see how that would be kind of a cool way to play it, but for sure on a tablet. And anyway, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, what is that? Well, the Forgotten Realms is another name for Faerun, which is sort of the, I don't know, maybe the most popular or centralized world within Dungeons and Dragons. So if you've played any of the D&D games like Dungeons and Dragons Online or Neverwinter Nights or any of these kind of things, if you've heard of Waterdeep, Neverwinter, and so forth, these are all within the Forgotten Realms. So in Dungeons & Dragons, I'm going to talk about this for a moment. What are the realms? What does that mean? So, what a great topic. Hey, I wish I had thought about this earlier. Anyway, so realms. What are realms? So Dungeons & Dragons is a role-playing game system. Just like Shadowrun is a game system, just like Cyberpunk is a game system, Vampire the Masquerade is a game system, Battletech, Car Wars, etc. GURPS was an old one. We also have Pathfinder. These are game systems. A game system is the framework for your game. It gives you the rules to run the game by. The realm is sort of the land or the environment or the world that you're playing in. A lot of DMs, I'm going to talk about D&D specifically, but know that this applies to any role-playing game. Within D&D, lots of DMs run a game that's essentially set in their own world. They do what's usually referred to as world building, which is to say that they populate the world with, the continents and the contents of the world, the people, the places, the races, the monsters, the mythology, all of it, the history. On some level, they have to have all of that within their world building. And some DMs take it way farther than others and have like incredible vast amounts of information. Others have broader like swashes of like, well, it's like this and it's like that, and then they just tailor it as they need it. Then there are worlds or realms, as they're called. Think of them as like maybe dimensions that you could travel to that exist simultaneously within the greater universe or the greater multiverse of Dungeons and Dragons. So you have the realms like the Hell realms, like the Abyss, and like you have the worms like Pandemonium. If you watch Critical Role, they just went to Pandemonium, which is another realm, another world, so to speak. There are worlds like Kryn, if you're familiar with the with the Dragonlance series. Dragonlance happened in the world of Kryn. It is a realm within Dungeons and Dragons. Forgotten Realms is where you find Waterdeep and you find Neverwinter and these other places. The Drizzt novels by R.A. Salvatore, those are all set within, quote, the Forgotten Realms. They're set on Faerun, which is the name of the continent. And Toril, I believe, is the name of the world. So, there's others. There is also Greyhawk. Greyhawk is another very famous, very popular realm within D&D. So you have the world, which is also called the realm typically. Now, you could always have a realm meaning a kingdom, like a small kingdom, a realm, but generally in Dungeons and Dragons, when we talk about the realm, that we're talking about the world of the game that you're playing. That's sort of a nutshell of what it's talking about. And something you might not have known about or been familiar with. So the Forgotten Realms is this sort of big overarching general, like all of the manuals, Princes of the Apocalypse, Out of the Abyss, the new Dragon Heist, or any of these any of these modules that are being produced for 5e, pretty much, they're set within Faerun, the Forgotten Realms. Another real popular one that I hope they do much more of is Dark Sun. I don't know how much, I don't think very much has been integrated for 5e. There was a lot for, like, I think for 3rd and 4th, or 2nd, 3rd, 4th edition for Dark Sun, or for sure for 2nd edition and 3rd edition. But anyway, enough about that. The realms. There's all different realms. Your DM determines what realm you're playing on. If you don't know, by all means, ask them. I'm sure your DM will be happy to clarify that for you. If you're playing in Waterdeep or Neverwinter or anywhere on the Sword Coast, you are playing within the Forgotten Realms. So there you go. So that's a quick little bit of information about the realms. Who knew I was going to talk about that today? I sure didn't. But it was fun. Thanks for tuning in. Again, thank you, each and every one of my subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please, what are you waiting for? Just click the subscribe. Join me and see these crazy new stories and adventures that I will share with you. Ideas, concepts, and information about everything and anything RPG. Thank you. I'll see you at a table someday. And keep rolling 20s.